Alright guys, so last week I went over the top 3 AR loadouts that I think are best in the current meta. But as the week went by, I found out some new information that could actually alter the loadouts for the FFAR and the KRIG depending on your playstyle. So in this short video, I'm going to go ahead and go over the information that I've learned so you guys can make the appropriate changes to your KRIG or FFAR loadout if you're currently using them. Now let's go ahead and start out with the FFAR. So the two attachments that I want to look into for the FFAR are the barrel and the grip. So from the last video, we mentioned that the 19.5 task force barrel will be the ideal one for the loadout, and that is because it gave us 51% more bullet velocity, 8% more range, and decreased the overall recoil, which as you guys can see in this loadout, that's what I'm going to be using until they make changes to these barrels because of that recoil reduction. Now the two other barrels that are viable right now or in meta are the reinforced heavy and the ranger barrels. So the reinforced heavy barrel actually helps with the range and bullet velocity, so it gives you a 51% bullet velocity, which matches the task force barrel, and it gives you a 28% increase in bullet range, which is a lot better than the task force barrel. But the thing is that this barrel does not give you that recoil reduction that I want for the FFAR. And because I'm going to be using this FFAR for close to medium range, and I'm going to couple this with a sniper or a marksman rifle that gives me that long range, I don't really care about that 28% range. All I care about is that recoil reduction. Getting into the ranger barrel, in this barrel, this only gives you bullet velocity. It does increase by 85%, which is crazy, but if you don't care about the range, if you don't care about the recoil, and all you care about is the bullet velocity, then go ahead and pick up the ranger barrel. So now getting into the grip, in the last video, we actually mentioned to use the field agent grip, which is supposed to help you with the horizontal and vertical recoil. But with some gameplay and some research, it seems to be that the bruiser grip is way better than the field agent grip when it comes down to recoil. So now let's get into the KRIG, and the main attachment for the KRIG is just the barrel. And last time we talked about the barrel, we mentioned the takedown and the ranger barrel will be ideal for the KRIG, because the takedown barrel will give you more range and the ranger barrel will give you more bullet velocity. But those stats in the game are not correct, and because of JGOD's research, we have now figured out which barrels to use for the KRIG. So the takedown barrel actually gives you 28% increase in bullet velocity and gives you 0% increase in range. Now the ranger barrel actually helps you out with 85% velocity and 0% range. So if you are thinking about getting the takedown barrel, just get the ranger barrel because it gives you that extra bullet velocity without giving you that extra range that neither of the barrels give you. And the last barrel, which I think I'm going to go ahead and use, and I'm going to go ahead and switch it here, is the contour barrel. So this barrel actually gives you a 51% bullet velocity increase and a 32% range increase. Because I actually use the KRIG for my long to mid-range weapon and couple that with a Mag 10 or an MP5, I want to go ahead and use that contour. So that's it for the video, guys. Like I said, FFAR, check out the barrels, change that grip to the bruiser grip. The KRIG, check out the barrels depending if you want the ranger or the contour, depending if you want that range. And again, shout out to JGOD. I'm going to link his YouTube down below, and he did all the research and all the experiments to understand what these barrels are actually doing and what these grips are actually doing, because the stats in Warzone are not accurate. So with that, hope you guys have a good day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.